What's up, everybody? Ben Razzie here for Odd Chopper, bringing you a little college basketball action. Thursday, was it March 9th? March 9th, sure, confirmed. In the sports world, we got a lot going on. All the teams are playing, bids are being punched, bubbles are being burst. It's a great time of the year for college basketball, and that's why we're going to throw a couple games together and try to build a parlay. We've been doing it every day. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. We'll get into all of that and more. Of course, if you're just joining us, welcome to Odd Chopper. If you like what you see, subscribe, be part of the community. We would love to have you as part of this ever-growing team here. It's been a good time. We're going to keep it going. Yesterday, not really a good time. Duquesne lost outright, so we don't even need to talk about the parlay. I wasn't even close. And then UTEP melted. Montana State, though, they're in the tournament, and I would not want to play them. That's another video for another time. Let's get into these games. First one, it's an early 2:30 tip, so keep that in mind. Iowa and Ohio State. If you missed this, if you're watching this at 5 o'clock, there's a million other games that you can add to the parlay, but Iowa's a 2.5-point favorite, and I like them in this spot. Ohio State played yesterday. They were up by like 30 points against Wisconsin. Then it tightened up, but they did hold on. They're 14-18. They have won 3 of 4. They played better down the stretch. They beat Iowa by 16 in their gym. They lost to Iowa by 17 in Iowa's gym. Nothing too alarming there. Both teams held serve at home. Different points of the year, too. Ohio State doesn't really do anything. 73 points per game, 36% from 3, led by the front court. Obviously, it's thinned out a little without Zed Key, but still, they've got some bigs that can cause some problems. They are playing better. I'm keeping it pretty simple, though. I think Iowa's just simply a better team, and at 2.5, the way they score, I think they can get this done. They're 19-12 on the year, 81 points per game, and they don't play any defense, so that's part of it. Pretty even in rebounding. They've got bigs that can match Ohio State's size. Obviously, Murray on the inside is a true alpha, over 20 points per game. They've got guys that can stretch. They can get hot from 3. They're a very erratic team. There's no doubt about it. I'm not talking even just about their 11-point comeback in like a minute against Michigan State. Just the way Iowa plays. At times, they look like a serious threat to do damage. At other times, they don't look good at all. But against Ohio State, who had to play yesterday, I think that this is simply I'm not a firm believer that Ohio State has turned some type of corner. We know the talent was there if you look early in the year. But to me, it ends right now. Iowa will handle them. Obviously, it's a neutral site. Give me Iowa minus 2.5. Just too much offense. A 154-point total indicates to me that both teams are going to be content to get up and down. The higher scoring it is, the better it is for Iowa, in my opinion. This is the first bet on the board. Now, got 2 more coming, of course. But in addition to that, you're betting parlays, as I've been known to do, considering I do this video every day. You always want to take, when the books offer you some money to put in the account. And that's what they're doing here at DK if you don't play there. Say you have another book. Never signed up for DraftKings. Use the link below. Click it. Put in $5. All you got to do is put in $5 and bet it on a pregame money line. The bet has to win. So go to the board. Take a heavy favorite. A heavy favorite. Because if the money line wins, you're getting $150. It's that simple. You got to be 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But take advantage of that opportunity if you don't yet play on DraftKings. Now, we got one on the board. Next game. Scrolling. Look at all these games. There's a lot of tough teams, a lot of tough games. This is a game that I really like, though. Arkansas and Auburn. If you checked out my Ben's Best Bet video, you would see this game in there. I think that Arkansas has got a lot of talent, and they're a dangerous team at 1.5 here, even at minus 115. Put them on my card, 19-12. 3 straight losses to close out their regular season. At Bama, at Tennessee, home to Kentucky. 1 and 2 would have been a decent outcome there because that's just brutal. No doubt about it. They lost by 13 against Auburn the first time, but they were not at full strength, or I should say as healthy as they are now, because they'll never be at full strength because Brazil's out for the year, but still. Nick Smith is here, 75 points per game, 32% from 3. They can get up and down in transition. Super athletic team. This team has got pros on it. There's no doubt about that. I like the way that Arkansas is constructed. At times, when they have to play in the half court, it is ugly. There's no doubt about it. But in transition, need guys to go get a basket. This is the type of team that I would roll with any day of the week. Auburn's 20-11, 73 points per game. A lot of the same metrics in the rebounding department, things like that. Really only have, in almost the second part of their whole schedule, they really were only able to get it done at home. They had lost 8 of 12, 31% from 3. They can't shoot at all. A couple bigs get the job done for them, and obviously they got a steady point guard in Green, but I worry about this team with the scoring droughts. I worry about this team against teams like Arkansas that can really put pressure on you. And I think the first game, if you dig into that box score, you'll quickly see that Arkansas won the rebounding edge. They won most of the metrics that I would want. They simply couldn't put the ball in the basket. With a new team, in the sense that they've got different personnel here, I think that Arkansas is the better team, and they'll show it. A competitive game, no doubt about it. but you're basically asking me to pick a winner at -1.5, even laying a little extra vig. I like the Razorbacks to go in and get it done here. Obviously, it's not in the jungle. It's not in Fayetteville either. It's, these neutral sites, you kind of get to see the matchups on a neutral floor, and that's the beauty of it, because these teams are almost unbeatable in their own gyms, and I don't think it's overly indicative of much. So I'm going to call for Arkansas to get it done. We link them up with Iowa. We've got 2 on the board. Got to find one more, though, and we're going to do that. But I got one more thing to show you. I've been highlighting this on some of my videos. It's not brand new, but we've been putting it out there because it's just the team has done an amazing revamp, and it looks so much cleaner. And I'm so happy because I use this tool every day. Odd Chopper Premium. There's so many different ways you can go about it. And I'm just in a view right now that's just going to quickly show you all sports. And what this is, just to give you a little peek behind the glass. This is a tool that is a market-based approach. And what that means is we scan all the books and we look for discrepancies. Because if 10 books say that a line is -120 and one book says that it's +120, that book is logically probably wrong, because 10 books didn't screw it up, one book did. And this tool will quickly flag that, quickly show you that, and give you the opportunity to take advantage of it. It grades it out, XROI, win percentage, all that good stuff. You can sort, you can filter, and it's got every different sport. So if you've been betting and you're looking to kind of take it to the next level, or you want something to kind of weed through all the stuff out there and give you just the goods, this is the type of tool that you should at least check out. And the beauty of it is you can check it out for free. It's free for a week. All you got to do is click the link below and you're in. You're in for a week. Test it out, play with it, try to break it, give us feedback. That's what we want. This is here for you. It's improving each and every day for all these different sports. I can't say enough about what we got going on over at Odd Chopper. So check that out. Again, free for a week. Let's see if we can get one more. Come on now. I almost put TCU on here. NC State on the card. Now, keep in mind what I did there. I have them on the money line at -135. Obviously, you can lay 2.5 if you want, but I like that number. I'm willing to put 135 and lay that juice for a little extra security with the Wolfpack. Talk about a dangerous team. I mentioned that Arkansas is dangerous. I mentioned that Iowa at times is dangerous. It doesn't get more dangerous than NC State. I wouldn't want to play this team. 23-9. They just hung 97 points last night on Virginia Tech, and they can do that because they've got Smith and they've got Joyner in that backcourt, and those guys can score. When you can score like that, you're never out of games. 79 points per game. I don't really need to see a ton else. They have the best unit in this game is NC State's offense. Defensively, they're okay. Tempo, they want to play pretty fast. And Clemson's a good squad on the other side, 22-9. They smoked NC State twice during the year. Both of them were beatdowns obviously in Raleigh and, of course, in Clemson. So maybe they have their number. I don't think so. I think it's borderline random. They just played better in those games. 75 points per game, 37% from three. It's a balanced approach for Clemson. They play good defense. They play good offense. They've got 2 bigs that can definitely cause problems, can step out and hit threes. Stylistically, I totally agree that Clemson causes some issues for every team, including NC State. But at the end of the day, a 148-point total in a game like this, NC State, too much offense. I actually like that they played yesterday because clearly that seemed like they've got something going offensively. They were firing on all cylinders. I expect that here today. I think NC State's live to make a deep run in the ACC tournament. I think they're live to make a deep run in March Madness. That they have opportunities with these guards and with the way they can score. So I love putting them on the card tonight. And at -135, that's not overly juiced where I say it really, I like that. It could land on 2, it could land on 1. If you want to be more aggressive and really maximize the odds, just lay the 2.5. But for me, -135 still gets us where I want to go. Let's just look at this real quick before we bounce on out. You see these odds are jumping all over the place. Iowa's taking money. NC State's going the other way. But you've got it on the board there. Iowa -2.5, Arkansas -1.5, NC State -135. If you put those together, you're going to get around 5-1 plus 496 again. And that's with the -135 and the -120. When that ticks to 3 for Iowa, you can get it at reduced vig. There's so much ways to do it. You can structure these with money lines and be more conservative. Ton of options. But there you have it, friends. Again, shout out to DK Sportsbook. Shout out to Odd Chopper. Appreciate everyone seeing what we got going on here and supporting the video. Hit the like button on your way out. But for Iowa, Arkansas, and NC State, see what we can do today. Put it together, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Good luck, guys. Enjoy all the games, and I'll talk to you soon.